The scale broke, officer, I swear. Good morning. We managed to get a little bit done on this 40 here yesterday. At the moment, I'm just gonna be running around here getting all this stuff warmed up. It got quite cold last night. It's actually still very cold this morning, but I think it frosted. We had a little bit of a frost. It's already melted off this morning. Nothing too serious, but it did get very cold. So I'm just gonna warm all this stuff up. Dad is headed back. He got the seeder or the seed tender filled this morning, and he is headed back to the seeder, which is just literally right across that street. So once he gets here, I will help him fill the seeder as well. That way Austin's ready to go on that. And hopefully by the time I get back from taking the semi to town and dumping it, everything will be nice and warm. Where are the keys? Nice and warm. Maybe, I don't know where the keys are at. Maybe he might have taken the key. Maybe I can't start this for him. So this won't be nice and warm, but the rest of the stuff will. That's his problem. I should probably check the oil on this old girl. It's been a minute. Looks like she's still full. Maybe a quart low, if that, but looks good. Guess I could just rob this key and go start the combine instead. It's a little more important, but. Do you have the key?
Oh.
I kind of need that.
Let the monitors load.
Yep, before I start it. Yep. Why, you don't want all your electronics broken? All right, I'll go start that and I'll head back. As you can see, seeder is right here. Semi and combine and all that are literally just right here. So maybe we can get some drone footage of that stinking seeder finally, huh? I cannot believe I don't have any drone footage of it running in the daylight yet. But I haven't been running it. Austin's been running it, and I've given him my drone, but understandably, he's like, I need to pay attention to the actual, just what's going on. He said and I don't know how to fly the drone, so. All right, fine. You got to auto steer, man. Just fly the drone, and when you got to make the turn, just stop flying the drone. I try not to ask too much of him. He is a newbie, so I understand. Now we can have it all nice and warm and toasty for him. Let the monitors turn on. I don't understand, because in the tractors, if you let the monitors turn on and then you start it, it just restarts the monitor. But in here, if you turn the key, let the monitors turn on, then you start it, they stay on. So I don't know, I don't get it. You're gonna get me banned on YouTube. Plus it's Kane Brown, it needs to be on 0 anyway. I'm just kidding, if you're a Kane Brown fan. Okay, the combine's burning fuel, 360's burning fuel, the semi's burning fuel. All is good in the world. As long as we're burning fuel and, making the world a worse place. Climate change and all that, That was also a joke. That's got def on it. The world's fine. Okay, now let's see if we can't get in a head-on collision. Why did I turn that off? I'm gonna keep this burning too, with the heat on. This one don't have def. I am freezing. It's getting shined up though. Get this warmed up as well. Maybe leave it running depending on when Austin's gonna get here. Hey, he's got a little left in there.
Like a couple hundred pounds.
I could probably check on the monitor. Hold on. It says 300 pounds. Okay, go ahead. All right. About 300 pounds, 200 to 300 pounds. That's what the monitor said anyway.
80 here, it's like 2,800
For the 80?
The 80.
I'd say it's just
35 pounds.
yeah.
So
We could just fill it.
just put 2800 in.
Yeah. And then he's got extra.
Yeah, because we'll probably go over to this 80 and do his too before
Yep.
we get to mine.
Correct.
We want to run fairly close to empty before we switch to mine.
Yeah. Okay, we're a little full. Didn't quite make the 2,800 pounds. He shouldn't run out on this field. If he does, something's wrong, because he should have about 3,000 pounds in there. We gotta zip tie these dang safety chains to where they stop falling down. Goodness gracious. I was throwing sparks last night, bringing that, where are you going? Bringing that cart over to Nyman's. I was throwing sparks the entire time around down the road. I got out 3 times to mess with that stinking safety chain. For those of you that were wondering, it will lift it up. It will lift the full tank up. It didn't go gracefully by any means. It took a while to get up there, but it lifted it. Okay, now we can get back on with harvest. Oh my goodness. I know guys have been planting their beans early, but that's a little excessive. Maybe that's how they're getting 100 bushel an acre. Just kidding. The only reason I said that is because no one knows where I am. So if a neighbor sees this video, that's not our field, but it was probably a John Deere. Those things just seed the fields behind them. Junk, absolute green junk. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. I'm just in a, I don't know. I'm in a good mood, I guess. I got a full 3 hours of sleep last night, so I'm just in a good mood. Okay, everything is all ready to go today, I believe. We got the seed tender full, ready to do 160 acres of cover crop seeding. We got this seeder full, ready for that 80. Combine's running, cart's running, truck's running now, obviously I'm in it, so this is heading to town. If I can make this turn without blowing the couplers off the back of the trailer, goodness gracious. That's pretty much my whole day. I'm gonna be coming back, the cart will probably be full. I'll load the truck, head to the elevator. And hopefully nothing breaks down. Hopefully that's all I've got to do today. That means that everything went smoothly. We're gonna try and finish this 40 today. That way that cover crop seeder, we've got our own rye in that seed tender, so it's a mix of rye and rapeseed. We're hoping we can get this 40 done so that seeder, once it's finished with that 160 right next to our 40, that it can just seed our 40 acres there. So that's the plan. Whether it happens or not, I guess we'll find out. Well, we were just mowing it down. We should be done easily before the elevator shuts down. I believe the game plan after we finish this 40 here is to just move right across the road, just east of here. We got another 60 some acres or something like that of corn. Some of it's got to go to town, the rest of it's got to go home. So I imagine we'll finish the portions that don't have to go to town, send those home, and then come back and fill up the cart and the truck once again for the morning for that to go to town. So I assume that's the game plan. Austin is still ripping around on the seeder. You can see him over there, I believe. He is going to finish that 80 soon. And then just west of this field is another 80 that needs to be done. And then hopefully he'll be able to finish this 40 as well. We've got our rye and rapeseed in the tender, like I was saying, and hopefully he can finish all that today. It should be pretty feasible. That thing's running. I've been checking the op center. He's been running like 40 acres an hour, so should be no problem. We'll say though, it's about lunchtime. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stop for lunch if we're going to get this into town, so I guess I'll just have to do with dinner. Okay, the 40 is done. I just got this cartload. Let's hope it fits on this last truck. Fortunately, I do know that this cart reads a couple thousand pounds heavy, so hopefully he doesn't have much left on the combine, and this will all fit on one truck, because that would be kind of annoying if I had to come back for 4,000 pounds or something. I forgot with this 2-track, I gotta wait for the dumb thing to fully get started, calibrate the steering, all that stuff, or else it has a massive fit.
I don't think the truck will hold all of it.
I don't know. How much do you have on?
I'll get 100 bushel.
It's gonna be close. 100 bushel, 5.6 thousand pounds. I could probably fit that on here.
You want me to empty or wait until you get down there and see how much is here?
Oh, look at that. And just under the legal limit too. Under the legal limit for sure. Well, I think now I should probably go home. I should probably get some fuel. So I'll head home and probably get my breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's after 4 o'clock. Supper? Is dinner or supper first? Or is that just an interchangeable? Fueling. All right, well, opening up another field. A nice full moon out tonight. We are just gonna fill the cart and the truck and I think go home, get some much needed rest. Since we haven't had a rain delay of any sorts whatsoever, we've been going non-stop this entire time. So it is like the 16th of October, something like that. We've been going since about the 20th of September. Almost a full month now, 3 weeks or better, and it hasn't stopped. I told him, you know what, sounds like a good plan. We gotta take this stuff to town. Let's just fill the truck and the cart and go home and get some needed rest. I don't like doing that, but usually we have like one day of rain where we can actually get repairs done or rest, do whatever, and we just haven't had that. So that's the plan tonight, which again, it's still gonna be probably 8:30, 9 o'clock by the time we get done here, but you know, early quit, as they say. I forgot to mention, Austin ended up going home after that 80. He was having problems with the trash, the corn trash. It was so windy that it would just get wrapped up into the meters and then just lay on top of the holes where the seed was going in for the fan to blow out, and so it would plug all that stuff, and he was just having a lot of issues. And we forgot that a neighbor told us he's got one of those, and you just open up those little glass doors on the front side, allow all the airflow through there, and that stuff will just blow around it, but it won't get stuck in the tubes. So he ended up going home anyway because it was just too windy at the time, and we didn't really know what the heck was going on in terms of that. But now that we remember that, we'll have to lift those glass tubes up, or those glass windows up, every time that it's super windy, and hopefully that alleviates that issue. But other than that, I think it's going to work really well on the corn stalks and trash and stuff. Not only are you busting up more of the stalk as well, but I think it's moving it enough, lifting it up and putting it back down and stuff, and throwing that rye out to where it's basically just going to be like a hay mat almost when you're putting your grass down. That it should seed pretty well. I'm excited to see it if it would ever rain, but unfortunately it just hasn't rained yet, so we may not see anything grow out of that. I don't know yet. As I said, early night. I guess there's a comet in the sky tonight. It's about the perfect viewing time right now, and so I just pointed my camera in the direction that they said it was going to be. I don't know if you can see that, but look at that. That's pretty neat. I wish I had my bag here. I've got different lenses for this camera, and I've got some that go way down in iris size, or I don't know the actual terms because I don't know anything about cameras, but anyway, it's really good at night shots, being able to see in the dark, and it can zoom in quite a ways. So if I had that, I'd be able to actually see the comet on this camera, but I don't think I can do it with this lens. I'm gonna try though, especially since we are finally done. Now that we're back over by the truck, I think we're gonna call it a day. I've got almost enough to fill the truck. Again, it's already filled, and he's got some on the hopper now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him empty and go home. I'll hop out here quick and see if we can see that Comet though. Okay, I can actually see it with my naked eye, barely. So I know you guys are just looking into blackness right now. There's nothing, but it is literally right in front of me now. Huh, once every 80,000 years, I think is what it said, something like that. By the time this video comes out, it's gonna be too late for you to see it, but hopefully you got to see it. Let me know in the comments if you did. I think we're gonna call it a night now. So, appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. Comment if you got any questions. Subscribe. It's all free. And we will catch you in the next one.